Okay, so once you're into Swift, once you've chosen to open the app, you'll have to enter your password, and then you can hit unlock. You will come up with a list that has your in-progress evaluations on there, but currently we don't want any in-progress evaluations. We're going to say we have a new patient with a new wound. So we're going to go in here to patients, and all of the patients that are in home care home base will be loaded into this list. And then you also have the option to search if you want to search by their last name. So we're going to go ahead and pick our patient. These are all previous wounds that this patient has had. Instead of using those, we're going to add a new wound. So we're going to go down here to our plus and choose new wound. Once this opens, you'll get the viewfinder. You're going to go over to your patient's wound. And put your lightning bolt as close to the wound as you can get it. Then you're going to go ahead and take a picture. You can see when the lightning bolt turns green in the viewfinder, you're okay to take your photo. You just press your capture button, and your wound will come up here. You can see up here, it didn't capture my whole wound. I can go ahead and trace this wound and ask the app to find it again. So I made a bigger circle this time. I'm going to choose redefine, and that looks better. So I can go ahead and hit done. Then from here, you're going to have to choose your length. The length and width are measured for you. You just have to choose where the patient's head is at. So that your arrow pointing up, your patient's head will be up here. This can change your length and your width of the wound. Then select done. You will have to manually enter a depth. You'll go ahead and choose the deepest point. And after you manually measure that depth, then you can put in the measurement and hit save. Then hit done. You can also add undermining. You'll just have to draw where that undermining is occurring, and you can add your length of your undermining, and done. You can also add tunneling if necessary, and you'll have to manually enter that as well. Then hit save. From here, since it's our first evaluation, we are going to have to choose the type of wound, the stage of our wound, the location of our wound, and if it was acquired in-house or present on admission. It also gives an option for the wound age if that's known. Then here you have the option to add different characteristics, the wound bed, the drainage. You do not have to add these unless something is out of the norm for the patient. You can choose to add them in here. However, you do not have to, as if it's out of the norm, it should be in your visit note. You can also edit your treatment here. Again, not necessary because we do have an order. You will have to choose your progress. This wound is new for us. Your infection is only if there's a suspected infection or if they have diagnosed the patient with an infection. Again, those are not necessary. The only thing necessary here is your progress. You have to choose a progress for each evaluation. Then we're done measuring our wound, and we can come over here and hit sign and lock, and that will send it to your patient's chart.